How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm going to review this GoPro 3-axis gimbal. It's called the Feiyu G4S. Now to turn it on, you just press the button once and then it goes to the standby position. And then if you press one more time, the pan, tilt, and roll will all get locked, which means the camera will stay exactly where it is no matter how you move the gimbal handle. So let's just give that a try. I'm going to press once and then you go like that. Just keep your focus on the camera. You see that I can move it around like this, like that, and it stays still like this. And then if I go like this, it stays still. And then if I go like this, the camera is still facing forward. And then if I go like this, the camera still stays forward. So that means you can do like some weird hi-ya nunchuck thing like this. Now this thing is pretty useful. If you're looking at this, you probably know it makes your image pretty darn stable already, but it's important to know where the dead spots are so you can avoid them. Now the dead spot happens whenever this axis lines up with this axis too closely, about 30 degrees or less. So you can see if I go over here, I can feel that it's like crackling a little bit. The motors are getting a little confused. And if I go over here, it does the same thing. If I go over here, it does the same thing. You see I'm 30 degrees. This axis and this axis is 30 degrees together. So I can actually mess it up. Right now it's supposed to face forward, right? So if I kind of go like this and then turn it, you see the camera no longer locks because it's confused. Here's a three-dimensional plot showing you where the dead zones are. If the camera is facing into the board, the dead zones are on the left and right side in a sort of like a cone type of thing. If your handle is within somewhere of this area, you're gonna confuse the gimbal. So just try to avoid those areas when you're using this. If you're using this for selfie videos, you want to be in mode 1, which means the panning is enabled. This means that whichever direction your stick is turned towards, it will eventually turn that way. So if I keep this stick holding towards myself, this button is facing towards me, and I turn this way, you see the camera slowly moves towards me. So if I slowly move over here, it slowly follows me. If I quickly jerk over here, you see that it takes a little time, a little bit of lag. That's the smoothing part before it would face towards me. So if I move left and right really fast like this, you can see the camera slowly moves towards the direction it's supposed to go towards. So this is mode 1. If you turn 45 degrees, it'll slowly follow it like this. But you see, if you hold the handle jerky like this, it's gonna cancel all that out. In this mode, you can move left and right. It'll completely cancel that out. And if you move forward and back, it'll completely cancel those out. So this allows you to do panning even though all of this is stabilized. So you can turn it that way. If you want to fix it no matter what, then you just press it once and you see, you can't pan anymore. The other mode is if you press it twice, you can pan left and right, and you can also pan up and down. So if you want to look up, you kind of move it forward. If you want to look down, you pull it back like this. You see the camera is looking down that way. And then the roll is still fixed. If you want to get those low angle shots, you want to press it 3 times and it's going to go upside down. Then you can go like this and you can still do the panning like this. And if you want the pan and tilt, you just press the button twice. You can do the panning and you can do up and down like that. And if you want to return it back to its normal position, you just press it 3 times. And then you can go back. The reset doesn't work too well sometimes because if you confuse it and then you try to reset it, it won't always go back to its normal position. So let me show you that. I'm gonna go to this 30-degree part, right? If I just go like that, just turn it which way. See, now it's confused. It was supposed to face that way. And now if I press it 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the GoPro is upside down for some reason. I don't know what's going on here. So I need to turn it off, hold it for 3 seconds. Usually when you hold it off, the motor turns off and so it just kind of goes and everything kind of droops. What helps is that if you position the left motor on the left side, the motor here on back towards me, and just kind of let it droop on the left side here, and then you turn it on, then it's going to initialize properly. If you hold it upright, the motor naturally is slightly on the left side, which will allow it to initialize properly. But if you purposely move it on the other side and then initialize it, it's gonna get confused. See, now it has it upside down. So maybe if I want to turn it around, okay, and maybe like that. No. There. Somehow I got it to face forward again. So usually if you transition through those 30-degree cones, you can kind of get it back to where it is. Anyway, if all else fails, just press it for 3 seconds, let it turn off, and then initialize it again. So here I got a non-image stabilized point and shoot camera and an image stabilized GoPro right here. So I'm just gonna, jump around and you can see what the difference is like that. Okay, nice box, which I really dig. It comes with this foam insert thing, which I really like because you don't want your metal parts to touch each other and cause scratching. It doesn't come with the GoPro obviously, and it doesn't come with this lens cap either because this is from a different kit. Now you take out their battery holder here and you see I got some batteries in here already. It comes with 2 pairs of lithium ion batteries. Each one is 900 milliamps. This will last you 4 to 5 hours. And you see I kept them in here because there's no danger in putting it in this battery holder thing here. So you have a little extra room for your GoPro battery if you have some. And this is the charger for your batteries. You put them in here like this. And there's a USB port here. You connect this to your computer. Once you've taken this out, you just kind of twist this in here and turn it on. Now the top here contains a whole bunch of accessories. You have some warranty card, some cables, and a manual. This USB cable is just for you to charge. Just connect this to your computer. And if you ever want to update the firmware on this thing, you just connect over here. You have to connect to this USB dongle thing, and then you connect this to your computer, and then you can upgrade your firmware. Now over here there are 2 switches. You turn this on if you want to charge your GoPro with the internal batteries. So you see I turned it on, now it's red here, so it's charging the GoPro. If I turn it off, it no longer charges. If I want video out, I can just turn this on here, and I connect this cable, and I can connect this plug to an external monitor to see what the GoPro is seeing. If the video is on, I can also connect to this micro USB port to access the SD card, so I don't have to take out the GoPro every time. But it's not too bad because see, look, it comes out pretty easily. Now you'll notice that this bracket is plastic. Almost everything else of this thing, it's all metal. This is metal, and even this bracket is metal. And so I'm a little worried about this breaking, but we'll see. So you can see if I just push it back in, it's pretty easy for me to install this on there. So that's it. So I looked up the Feiyu Tech website and I saw their office looks like this. I imagine one of their firmware engineer would sit somewhere over here. So what I want to say to this firmware engineer is that please fix that 30-degree limitation. I know the 2 axes are coming close together and there's probably some sort of singularity going on, but maybe you can just hold one of the motors and allow the other motor to just keep on going forward. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope this video helps you understand this product a lot more, because you're probably looking at this and trying to figure out if you should get it, if it's good enough or not. I pointed out a lot of flaws in it, but most of the time you probably won't be going around doing backflips, going on roller coasters, you know, doing flips like this to try to mess it up and things. Most of the time you're just going to be holding it like this and it's going to work just fine. If you're interested in this product, don't forget to check out my referral link down in the video description below. If you order it through there, it will help this channel out a lot, so thank you. Don't forget to give me a like and leave a comment down below on what you think of this stabilizer, and don't forget to subscribe over here. Thanks for watching.